Hi guys, I am Ashish and this is my channel Medical Acme India, and today I am going to discuss top 25 questions of reproductive biology and clinical embryology. These are very important for the people who are preparing for the CSIR NET, JRF and MSc entrances, PhD entrances in different fields of developmental biology. So guys, let's continue with the topic. So question number 1 is acrosome is the modification of which of the cell organelle. So guys, again I am going to give you 5 seconds of time. In that time you please keep ready with the 25 numeric numbers and then mark against all the numbers, like 25 questions you have to mark in that 5 seconds. So guys, 5 second time up, and we have options like A, B, C and D. A is Golgi body, second peroxisome, third is lysosome and fourth is endosome. So guys, what is the correct answer? Correct answer is Golgi body or Golgi apparatus. So guys, many times the students are confused with the lysosome because hydrolases are the enzymes which are found in the acrosome, and that similar enzymes are found in the lysosome. So many people are confused with lysosome and mark lysosome, but this is a big misconception and you can say big mistake done by the aspirants. So guys, please mark A, that is Golgi body, which is the right answer. So guys, question number 2 deals with human female eggs are. Female's egg are means mammalian egg are. So guys, as you all know, different types of classifications are done for the female egg, and egg that depends upon the mainly on the yolk sac, and yolk sac may you are done with the different kind of sort of classifications. First is suppose if the egg has no yolk, then it is known as alecythal. If small amount of yolk is found, then microlecythal, and बहुत ज़्यादा amount, you can say कि in large amount when the yolk are found, then they are called the megalecythal or macrolecythal, not the micro, macrolecythal. And upon the placement of that yolk, they are divided into the second category of classification, that is isolecythal, centrolecythal and pterolecythal. Pterolecythal basically due to gravity of the megalecythal cells, and centrolecythal is found in the microlecythal kind of thing. So guys, here options are A, alecythal, isolecythal. These are actually a set of the classification, you can say. B, microlecythal, isolecythal. C, alecythal, centrolecythal. D, microlecythal, centrolecythal. As you all know, human eggs are microlecythal or alecythal, you can say alecythal, because there is no yolk found in the human female egg. So what happens, the first answer is A is something like moving toward the right answer, that is alecythal. But what happens in case of another classification, that is isolecythal, centrolecythal and pterolecythal? What happens, both the alecythal and microlecythal, they fall in the category of isolecythal. So what happens in that case, the answer is A, that is A is acid alecythal and isolecythal. This you have to remember always, because this is very important question of the DBT, JRF, ICMR JRF, CSIR JRF and many entrances like PhD of different exams and MSc of different exams. So guys, the answer is A, that is alecythal and isolecythal. Question number 3 is nervous system is derived from which of the germinal layer? So guys, very easy question. If you know, you are going to hit this question in 5 seconds, and the answers are A, ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm, hypoderm. Hypoderm is nothing related with this, so the answer is A, ectoderm. Please remember these main important nervous system like and alimentary canal, all these are from where these are developed. So guys, जैसे bone is derived from the mesoderm, and one simple trick is that all the connective tissue like blood and all the things like bone, all these are derived from the mesodermal origin. So guys, for this, nervous system is derived from the ectoderm. The fourth question is most important region of the decidua for the nourishment of the conceptus is the. So A is decidua frondosum, B is decidua capsularis, C is decidua parietalis and D is decidua bacillus. So guys, just answer this question. Conceptus means fetus, and from where the fetus gets the nourishment. If you are going to read that book which I have suggested in the video, then only you are going to answer this type of questions, because these are, like you can say, 5 to 6 difficulty level out of 10. So guys, please read that book which I have sent, IB Singh and another one, that book. They both are very important, and please go through that book. And the answer is A, decidua frondosum, and B, and you can go through, and the correct answer is D, that is decidua bacillis. Decidua bacillis is the part of the decidua from where the conceptus gets the nourishment. So guys, question number 5 is, during development of notochord, it is replaced by. Very important question, very important question, you can say. Answer number A is spinal cord, B is ependyma, C is spinal canal, and D is nucleus pulposus. The correct answer is D, nucleus pulposus. You have only to remember these types of questions. There is no concept behind it. Please remember. The most common site for the implantation of ectopic pregnancy is. Very important question, repeated many times in CSIR, JRF, and many times in MSc entrances. So guys, the answer is A, womb, or you can say uterus, B, ovary, C, uterine tube, and D, mesentery. So guys, which of the following answer is correct? Just write down. The correct answer is C. Please guys, do not edit your answer. You can assess yourself after the practice. So guys, please do not edit the answer. If you have written wrong, then don't worry. You are going to do the self-assessment, and you are not going to edit that type of questions. That will harm you only. So guys, question number 7 is, the first week of human development is characterized by formation of which of the following? A is trophoblast, B is inner cell mass, C is blastocyst, and D, all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. As you all know, trophoblast and inner cell mass are formed together. So there is nothing to worry about this question, and when these two types of things, trophoblast and inner cell mass, are formed, then the remaining part is the blastocyst. So the answer is D, that is all of the above. Question number 8 is, embryonic origin of ligamentum arteriosus is from which of the following arch of the artery? Please go through the book of embryology and clinical embryology specifically, I will say, and then you will find the answer, because developmental biology is itself a very vast topic, and you have to refer different books for this. So A is 3rd, B is 4th, 5th, and 6th arch of the artery. So the correct answer is 6th. Only you have to do is to remember, and nothing else, nothing concept in these types of questions. Inhibin is responsible for the inhibition of which of the following hormone? So guys, you can see here different types of hormones that are of the pituitary origin and germinal origin. So guys, which of the following are inhibited by the inhibin? Inhibin basically inhibits FSH. So guys, the correct answer is A, that is FSH, not the progesterone, estrogen, and androgen or testosterone. So guys, please keep in mind the correct answer is A, that is follicular stimulating hormone. Blastodisc in the cleavage is a property of which of the following? Fowl development, frog development, human development, C. elegans development. Very easy question if you know the basics, and if you are going to use the mind, then it is very easy. Just remind what I have said. I have said that the telolacethal eggs, that is megalacethal eggs, are what? Telolacethal. What happens due to gravity? That egg yolk, what happens? Goes below the, at the end, you can say at the end of the, at the base of the egg. Then what happens? The area only available for development is the upper area where the yolk is not there, because yolk is only to hinder, only has the purpose to hinder and that interfere with the development. So what happens? Only the area above the yolk is available for the development. That area is very less, and it looks like the what? It looks like the disc, and so it is called the blastodisc. So guys, blastodisc is found in fowl development, nothing related with frog development. Human development is alacithal, no yolk. Frog development, amphibians are microlacithal, no less amount of yolk that is scattered in the egg, and C. elegans has no like this kind of relation. So fowl egg is the best answer. Question number 11 is which of the following is secondary membrane? So guys, here also I would like to focus on the classification of membrane. Egg membrane basically. Egg membranes are basically divided into 3 layers. First is the primary egg membrane, secondary egg membrane, and tertiary egg membrane. Primary egg membrane are like you can say are directly released, directly secreted from the ova or egg you can say. So guys, what is the answer? Avian vitelline membrane, mammalian chorion, mammalian zona pellucida, jelly coat of the sea urchin. Which one is the correct answer? So the correct answer for this question is mammalian chorion. Nothing to here to like use concept, but only you have to do is to remember. So guys, mammalian chorion is the right answer for this question. All of the above are primary egg membrane. So guys, these type of karyotypic questions can be asked in the exam, so be ready with the genetics part and some of the few of questions of the cell bio and mol bio that can be asked besides the genetics. So guys, question number 12 is Turner syndrome has very easy question, very basic you can say it's the level of 12th standard. So guys, A is 46XO, B is 45XO, C is 23XO, and D is 22XO. First, what you have to do, you have to know how to write the autosomal and sex chromosomes configuration in the genetic format. That format will, this is nothing but the genetic format of the chromosome. So guys, if you know the format, then you are going to hit the question in answer in the like 1 to 2 seconds. The correct answer is B, that is 45XO. O here is for the 0, that is no Y. Only X chromosomes are present in the Turner syndrome females. And they are sterile, not fertile. Please mention. So guys, 45XO is the correct answer. 45 number of chromosome including X and no Y. So guys, question number 13 deals with chorionic villi sampling was first performed by. Very important question. If you are going to study the clinical embryology and developmental biology, you should know about the scientists who are involved in different types of techniques like amniocentesis you can say, and another types of like sampling procedures. So guys, Jens Bank, A is the A and B is the Giuseppe Simoni, C is Ellen Northwood, and D is James Carlson. So guys, which of the following answer is correct? Just write down. So guys, the correct answer for this question is B, that is Giuseppe Simoni. He was the first to perform chorionic villi sampling or CVS in abbreviation. Question number 14 is which of the following teratogen, very important, teratogens you have to remember by heart, is responsible for phocomelia. So guys, which of the following teratogen is responsible for phocomelia? It is very much interesting and a very important topic, that is teratogenic effect on the embryo or the fetus you can say. So guys, what happens? What is teratogen? Teratogen are those substances which hinder the developmental process of the embryo or the fetus you can say in the uterus. So guys, teratogen are very harmful for those mother, those you can say girl who are going to conceive the child and are taking like alcohol or any kind of drug you can say. These drugs are very hazardous to the child that they are going to give birth. So phocomelia is a kind of such type of hazardous effect in which there is no limb formation in the child is aborted. So guys, very dusky you can say, very dusky kind of appearance of the child looks like. So guys, the answers are A, B, C and D: DDT, mustard gas, thalidomide and ethanol. So guys, which one of the following is the correct answer? Just hit. So guys, the correct answer is C, that is thalidomide. Thalidomide is the drug which is going to harm the child and make them phocomelic child. So guys, question number 15 is progesterone is produced in which stage of the menstrual cycle? 10th level question, I will say. I must say 10th level question. A is menstrual phase, B is luteal phase, C is ovulatory phase and D is follicular phase. So guys, progesterone is formed in the luteal phase because luteal phase has the formation of corpus luteum, which is going to secrete the luteal phase, secrete the progesterone in the luteal phase. So guys, question number 16. Question number 16 is enlargement of veins in the scrotum is called. Sometimes it is called enlargement of the prostate gland. So guys, which of the following is termed as the enlargement of veins in the scrotum or enlargement of prostate gland? So the answers are hypercele, cryptorchidism or orchid, hyperplasia and varicocele. So guys, the answer is D. Nothing to here to use concept, only you have to do is to remember these types of question. So guys, D is the correct answer as varicocele. Varicocele is the enlargement of the veins, or specifically I will say varicose vein. Varicose vein in the scrotum is enlarged in the varicocele disorder. So guys, varicocele is the correct answer, but what about the others? Hyperplasia. Hyperplasia is the benign tumor in the prostate gland. So cryptorchidism is the failure of the testes to come out of the body in the scrotum. Hypercele is nothing, it's rubbish, and I have used randomly this term. So guys, the answer is D, and must remember B and C term. Which of the following is not a sexually transmitted disease? A is SCID, B is AIDS, C is gonorrhea and D is hepatitis. So guys, here I would like to tell you that you have to remember all the STDs and the pathogen. Which pathogen is going to do the sexually transmitted disease part? Actually, because fungi, viruses, bacteria and many of the pathogens are related with the sexually transmitted disease. You have to know which pathogen has the characteristic feature and what is the characteristic feature of the disease, and what are those pathogens which are going to hamper the sexually transmitted disease. So guys, A is SCID, B is AIDS, C is gonorrhea and D is hepatitis. So guys, here you have to know the full form. AIDS everyone knows. SCID you have to know the full form, because SCID in the answer, it is not a sexually transmitted disease. It is a severe combined immunodeficiency. It is immunodeficient disease. So A is the correct answer. It is not a sexually transmitted disease. It is the question which have been asked many times, I will say. So guys, please remember these questions. There are many other sexually transmitted disease, warts, chlamydia or syphilis, many number of, but just type 10 important sexually transmitted disease on the Google and they will tell you the disease, and just write down which of the pathogen is going to have the sexually transmitted disease responsible for those sexually transmitted disease. In the organogenesis, organ formed in the first month. Very interesting, very important question. A is hair, B is heart, C is limb and D is liver. So guys, you have to study the organogenesis very well, because I have devoted many hours in creating these types of questions, because developmental biology is very important and very interesting. If you are going to study, you will study the whole book and you will not know what time I have devoted. So in the flow I have studied the whole my notes. So guys, study organogenesis very well, because most of the time 2-3 questions are asked in any of the examination like CSIR and MSc entrances. So guys, it's very important, and you have to know in which trimester which organs are going to be formed in the fetus. So guys, A is hair, B is heart, C is limbs, and D is liver. So guys, the correct answer is B, that is heart. Remember what happens when any lady is pregnant, then what happens, the doctors put the stethoscope on the belly. Then what they are trying to do, they are just recording, they are just going to hear the sound produced by the heart of the baby in the first month, not in the first trimester, in the first month. So heart is the organ which is first, or you can say the earliest organ to be formed, heart. And the last one is eyelid and hair, eyelid, eyelashes, and all these things are formed in the later stages. Liver starts from the first trimester, but it takes like 8 months. In the 8th month it's going to be like fully developed. Limbs are again formed in the 5th month, or you can say in the 2nd trimester. So the movement is marked in the 2nd trimester, that is the 5th month. 19 is human placenta is syndesmochorial, very important, endotheliocorial, hemochorial, or hemoendothelial. So guys, you have to know the example of each of the placenta. Syndesmochorial, endotheliocorial, hemochorial, and hemoendotheliocorial. Correct answer is C, that is hemochorial. It is found in mammals and lower rodents. So guys, please remember. Question number 20 is how many polar bodies are formed in one ova production? Suppose one Graafian follicle is produced, then how many polar bodies are formed against that Graafian follicle, or you can say secondary ovum? So guys, the correct answer is 3, because remember what happens when the single polar body are formed against the secondary oocyte, then what happens, that oocyte is in the meiosis 1. After meiosis 2, that first polar bodies are formed, or you can say converted into the two polar bodies, and then the total number of polar bodies are formed is 3. Or sometimes it is confused with the 2, because that polar bodies are divided into the 2. So you just hit 2 or 3 depending on the option, because when 2 will be there, the 3 will not be there. So guys, total polar bodies that are formed are 2 or 3. If 2 and 3 both are the answer, then you have to hit the 2. So guys, 21, the ovulated mammalian oocyte is arrested at which of the following cell cycle stage? So guys, A is prophase of the meiosis 1, very easy question I will say. B is metaphase of the meiosis 1, prophase of the meiosis 2, and metaphase of the meiosis 2. So guys, metaphase of the meiosis 2 is the site where the oocytes are arrested. Progesterone is secreted by I have said this like in the previous question, so no point to discuss this question, but the answer is D, that is corpus luteum, that is produced in the luteal phase. Penile erection is due to signaling by which of the following ligand? Epinephrine, CAMP or CMP, calcium, nitrogen oxide. So the answer is D, that is nitrogen oxide, because it is responsible for the cardiovascular action of the penis, that is blood filling. Blood filling is related to NO. NO signaling is important for the penile erection. Oogonia has a ploidy of. So guys, oogonia are 2N, that is diploid, not haploid. because oogonia are the first one that is like in the precursor, that is the precursor. Precursors are always diploid and germs are always haploid. Remember this. Aneuploidy is something related to no ploidy, means no arrangement, not a pattern in the ploidy, or you can say not written in the term of N or 2N or 3N or 4N. That is aneuploidy. How many bar bodies are there in a female with genotype XXX? XXX are always known as superwoman. Superwoman concept was given by the Lyon's hypothesis. Lyons. So Lyon was the scientist and she discovered this bar body and told that if there are 3 or 4 or 5, as many as possible axes present in the female, then what happens? Only one is responsible for the feminism. Others are of not interest. Then what? They are in the eukaryotic stage. Euchromatin stage. Then what happens? Euchromatins are the one which are supercoiled form, or you can say supercoiling. That supercoiling is responsible for the dot-like structure, or you can say the bar structure of that chromosome. So what happens here? If the bar, why is bar important? Why is that bar? What is the purpose of that bar? Bar means, suppose if something is not something, if you don't want to replicate anything, then what will be in the form? They will be in the form of a supercoiled form, because they are not going to replicate. If they are going to replicate, then they have to be open. Like DNA strands are like in the negative supercoiled form, that is very, very scattered form, because the polymerase and all the enzymes are going to bind and do the replication. But bar bodies has a constricted, or you can say very, very supercoiled form. Then what? Then they are not going to do replication and all, they are just sitting in the rest. So what you have to do, only one, Lyon's hypothesis says only one X is active, others are in the bar body form. So if the number is 3, number of X is 3, then what happens? Only one is active and others are what? Bar. So 3 minus 1 equal to 2. So N minus 1 is the formula to calculate the bar body. N is the number of X. So 3 minus 1 equal to 2. 2 is the number of the bar body. That is, answer is C. So guys, this is the last question. This was the last question I have discussed, and I hope you have enjoyed my video. Please guys, subscribe to my channel and like and share my video to everyone who are going to appear in the examination, upcoming examination. So guys, thank you so much, and please share my video and subscribe. Most important, subscribe my video, subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.